from the bottom, ain't no problems, we gon' make a way. Got no coach on the field, but we making plays. Hey, look, don't worry, we gon' be okay. Hey, look, why? Cause we gon' make them pay. We from
Let's get to our next game. We got Coastal Carolina traveling up to New York to take on the Buffalo Buffs. I think they're the Buffs. Or the Bison. I think they're the Buffs.
Are they the Buffs? I don't know.
But this line opened up in favor of Coastal Carolina minus 11. The line was now at 11 and 13 and a half. You have 57 and a half as a total. And that line is pretty much the same right now. No movement in that. Coastal Carolina, I think they cracked top 25 yet.
They're 15.
They started the season top 25.
Yeah. So we got
I got 16.
They're 2-0 on the season, 1-0-1 against the spread, while the Buffs are Bulls. They're the Buffalo Bulls.
Yeah.
They're 1-1 on the year, 1-1 against the spread. To get to these actual facts, just try to roll through this one real quick. No injury reports have been reported for Coastal. And Ruiz, wide receiver for Buffalo, he is out for this game. Coastal Carolina's 8-2-2 against the spread in the last 12 games. The overs hit 6 out of the last 7. They're 14-1 straight up in the last 15 games, 5-0 straight up in the last 5 games on the road. The total's gone over 4 out of the last 5 games when playing in week 3. 10-1 straight up in the last 11 games when played on a Saturday, and 6-1 against the spread in the last 7 games when playing on the road on a Saturday. The Bulls 13-4 against the spread in the last 17 games. The total's gone over 10 out of the last 15. They're 10-2 straight up in the last 12 games. 9-0 against the spread in the last 9 games at home. The over's gone over 8 out of the last 10 when playing in the month of September. 6-1 against the spread in the last 7 games when played on a Saturday, and 1-4 straight up in the last 5 games when playing as an underdog. But they are 5-1 straight up in the last 6 games when playing on Saturday at home. Coastal Carolina, Marley, your team. I'm gonna let you go first on this one since that's your team taking on the Buffalo Bulls. What you got?
As you said, this is my boys. You know what I'm saying? I discovered these boys last year, early in the season, caught them on the road. I can't even tell you how I discovered them. I don't know. I just remember looking up one day, like, who the fuck is this Coastal team? Fucking scoring points, and they have not let me down, maybe but like once in the last 2 seasons, all of last year and this year. And I'm gonna keep rocking. I'm not gonna give. I can give a bunch of stats and input. You know, McCall 33 for 40, 500, 7 yards, 3 touchdowns, 89.1 QBR. You know what I'm saying? I can. They're averaging 50 points a game, only giving up 18. They just came off a Big 12 Kansas team, which was I think early it seemed pretty good, pretty close, kind of a little bit, and then they just did what Coastal do, pulled away. A lot of people thought they probably wouldn't cover that because it was a Big 12 school. I mean, you know, Big D1 school. And I think the same as with this Buffalo team. Buffalo is a good team. They lost their running backs, who was like, that's what made them tick last year. They had 2 backs. I can't remember their names. One of them still might be there, but I know the actual guy is not there right now. And they couldn't even. I remember asking y'all in the chat, Coach, can Buffalo beat Nebraska? Because that's how bad I thought Nebraska was. So I can't remember who it was, but somebody was like, "No."
That was me. I was like,
"That was you."
Yeah.
And that's what made me like. I was like, "Yeah, he probably." Because at first I was kind of like, "Man, these niggas can beat these Nebraska." And when I saw that, no, even though we wasn't talking, I read it like, no. You know, no fucking way.
That's exactly how.
Like, no. So I don't think they can hang. I know they're at home. I think this 13.5 is good. They're 2 touchdowns better than this Buffalo team. And the same reason, I think Moneyline asked me last week, like, because I can't remember what the spread was, but it was still big. And he was like, "That's a big spread. Are they gonna even try to put up that many points?" I'm like, yes. Coastal still don't got a lot of respect nationally. They're still a new football program, so they're still recruiting. So they're gonna still have to impress people. So every time they get a chance to wear somebody ass out and put up points, this game is gonna be on ESPN too. So there's gonna be a nationally televised game. They're going to attempt. I don't think they're trying to cover. They're just trying to look impressive. So A fucking frog just jumped on my table, threw me off. It's crazy, literally. I'm looking at it right now. It's crazy. Anyway,
But you like Coastal Carolina
Coastal.
minus 13.5.
Minus 13.5. Put me down for it, yes sir. I'm still riding with my Chanticleers. I don't know what that is, but
The rooster.
Yeah.
All right. Flat Top, what you got for this one?
I'm the same. I feel the same way about Coastal Carolina. They play in the Sun Belt. They don't get a lot of respect. They had a great season last year. McCall's been mentioned on a lot of the Heisman watch lists. Their running back is doing some pretty good things against, subpar talent.
Hold on, Flat Top. White, the running back, White, 21 carries, 164 yards, 5 touchdowns.
Yeah, 5 touchdowns. Yeah, he's doing phenomenal.
And he's young.
Coastal is not really concerned about the cover. They're trying to wear people out. I think they go to Buffalo and they get the job done. I don't think there needs to be a lot said on this one. It opened at lower at 11.5 or something. It's been going up.
Go up.
I think
it's gonna go up.
Yeah, you catch it at 13.5 when you can, because this line is going to move up. It usually does with Coastal. So Coastal minus 13.5. Fine play.
Excuse me.
I think they get it done.
All right, I'm gonna ride with y'all. Coastal Carolina, that offense. When the coach wants to get real jiggy with it, that offense is tough. It's very dynamic because I haven't seen anybody else run nothing like it. They're running like a pistol with a 2-back set, running the option out of it. They're running the triple option out of it at times, and they can also set up the pass. Coastal Carolina is what you call a super senior team. A lot of guys had that option due to COVID to return, and Coastal Carolina took advantage of this. These guys are sold in the system to have 6 guys on defense and multiple guys on offense to try not to go to the league and say, hey, I'm going to stick around. You're talking about some of these guys are 6-year seniors that decided that I think in their mind, they're thinking, hey, we want a BCS bowl game. And that's our goal for this season.
First one in school history.
Right.
Yeah.
They're not thinking, hey man, let's try to get in the playoffs. I think they know the goal. They know how tough it'll be to get into the playoffs. They're like, man, we're shooting for a BCS bowl game. They sold into it because if they go there, they get a big paycheck, and if they win it, they get a huge paycheck that can change that facility, the weight room. It can turn that program around a lot. So those guys have obviously sold in. They do got some studs on the outside in the receiver game. I like Coastal Carolina to cover this one with the weather permitted. I like Coastal Carolina as well for this one, 13.5. It is going to go up. I would say come kickoff Saturday, this line's probably going to be at 15.5. I wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah, I wouldn't either.
All right.
Check it out. Look, we from the bottom, ain't no problems, we gon' make a way. Got no coach on the field, but we making plays. Hey, look, don't worry, we gon' be okay. Hey, look, why? Cause we gon' make them pay. We from